Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Beloved Sangat Ji, I'd like to start to ask for forgiveness for all my mistakes and shortcomings as an ego I. My wish is to speak from the heart and to be guided by the divine towards the message my soul wishes to transmit in this discourse. I trust that this will come across in whichever shape or form, and at the right time, in the right way. I also like to thank Hanne Ji for inspiring me to start writing a discourse, and for Rishipo Ji to guide me as well in this process. Oh, mastermind, a peace of mind. Mastermind, my peace of mind. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. Masterpiece of mind. With this peace of mind. With this peace of mind. Peace starts with peace within myself, followed by peace in my house, and this will lead to peace in the world. How to bring my mind back towards its natural state of peace whenever it wanders away. Fragmenting itself again, turning into pieces and forgets it's already in and has always been in peace. How to overcome, shift away from the war, the battle of thoughts in our minds. Not two is peace, non-duality. This has been a challenge for me my entire life, and will probably be for the rest of my life, many lives. I have many lives to master, but why wait? I feel inspired to master this peace of mind through practice. We're not helpless, we can master. Am at peace, to am at ease, to am in peace. Suddenly a click and I feel something got to me. Anger, pain, sadness, panic, fear, destructive thoughts, depression, resistance, and the identification with it. As the Gurbani says, sometimes the soul soars high in the heavens, and sometimes it falls to the depth of the nether regions. Meaning that in our attachment to Maya, we become elated in times of material happiness, but our mood and awareness comes crashing down in times of trouble. In this way, our emotions are not stable and swing like a pendulum. It's not me, and it's me. It seems to come from outside, but it can only get to me because it is something I'm still holding on to within myself on the inside. It is something the I and me has decided to give importance to. A process starts to discover, to uncover where it clings, where I'm clinging towards, what I'm falsely believing as true, which isn't truly true. This is a process of rediscovering who I really am. To find a window of time in which I can see clearly, become aware of what's blocking me, holding on to me. To find a window of time in which I can let go of what I no longer need, so I can change perspective and bring light to a dark patch in my consciousness. What resonates with me for today's discourse and what I've been dedicating my practice to lately are the following words spoken by our beloved Bhai Bahadur Singh Ji with the title Guard Your Heart. Whilst living in the clay body, the 5-element body, the 5 tattva, earth, water, fire, air, sky, space body, make sure you become the doorkeeper to the gate of your own heart. Let nothing in and let nothing out. Keep Maya out, keep the divine in. And in this way your life will be like a lotus flower that stays beautiful in the murkiest, dirtiest of waters. I'd like to bring you the following story. There was a much revered saint by the name of Bhagat Kabir Ji. Kabir Ji's sacred writing also appear in the Guru Granth Sahib Ji. He belonged to a very poor household and he spent his days dyeing and colouring clothes and fabric whilst constantly being in the presence of the divine. Kabir Ji was one of the greatest of all saints, but being from such a poor background and because he did not conform to the norms of society around him, Kabir found that he was often ridiculed. He was abused by those nearest to him. Kabir's own mother also tried to distract him and pleaded with him to leave the devotion of the One, because in her eyes it was causing too much of a burden on the family. Kabir lived in the world. He raised a family, but he was not of this world. His attention was always in the presence of the One Divine. There were many that used to trouble Kabir, but he never rose to his anger. In particular, there was one neighbor who would get even more angry with Kabir, and even more angry when Kabir wouldn't rise to the abuse. This slandering would occur on a daily basis. You see, Sangat Ji, those that are angry are individuals in turmoil. And apart from that turmoil, any other alternative emotion cannot be understood or even tolerated by them. Eventually, the neighbor passed away. The locals started to rejoice that this menace of a neighbor was now no more. In a pack, they went to tell Kabir this news. Kabir Ji broke down in tears at hearing this news. The villagers were surprised by his response. They thought he'd be happy. "Who is going to keep me grounded now?" he shouted out loud. It was this slander that kept me rooted in the divine and deepened my experience of divine virtues. As the Gurbani records, slander me, slander me. Go ahead, people, and slander me. Slander is pleasing to the Lord's humble servant. Slander is my father, slander is my mother. If I am slandered, I go to heaven. The wealth of the name of the Lord abides within my mind. If my heart is pure and I am slandered, then the slanderer washes my clothes. One who slanders me is my friend. The slanderer is in my thoughts. The slanderer is the one who prevents me from being slandered. The slanderer wishes me long life. I have love and affection for the slanderer. Slander is my salvation. Slander is the best thing for servant Kabir. The slanderer is drowned, while I am carried across. Kabir did not let the negativity of the slanderer into his life. He had guarded his heart in such a way in which only compassion and humility poured out to the slanderer. He saw the slanderer as the one who was uniting him to the one divine. True practice means guarding our heart. Every millisecond of our lives on this earth, since Maya, will try and find the smallest gap in the door that we leave open and get to us, to test us and to steal our peace, our love, our joy, our strength, our wisdom, our sacred space, leaving us depressed, feeling self-destructive, unworthy, insane, confused, destroyed and depleted. We need Maya challenging us to keep us on our toes, to keep us sharp, to keep us sharpening our knife precisely there where we've missed the spot, just in the same way as Kabir relied on his slanderer. Maya is testing us and will keep testing us until we leave this clay body. I long for peace, peace within me, peace in my house, and peace in the world. This is why I live, to embody that peace more and more through practice. That's my inspiration, that's my dream. Peace within and without. But in order to see the light, to feel the peace, we need to accept the darkness and the eternal war that tries to overtake us, and to practice not to quarrel with it, not to be bothered by it, not to argue with it, in order to keep Maya out and to keep the divine in. Be the doorkeeper to your own heart. No matter how hard Maya knocks on its doors, let it be. This slandering presence we know way too well. They will come by again, especially when we think they won't come back this time, that we've been freed of their challenging behavior and have overcome whatever got to us. Their words, their energy, the way they touch us, the lack of love and respect makes us believe we are unworthy, nothing, useless, and that it would be better if we disappeared. Wake up. They're deceiving us. I am worthy. You are worthy. We are worthy. If we think we are not, it's a deception. Wake up. When you think you're unworthy, you're being deceived. By Maya, by her spells, the games they love to play with us, to keep us on our toes, to shine light on our spiritual weaknesses. Where can we become aware? Where can we grow? Where can we let go? Where do we hold on to a thought, a feeling, an idea that doesn't serve us any longer? That's why they're coming back, knocking on our doors, to create another crack, to get to it. Because, as Leonard Cohen says, there's a crack in everything, and that's how the light gets in. We're all here, and we all belong here, because we're all already exactly where we have to be. Don't think that you can ever be separated from God. As the Guru Granth Sahib, the Sikh scripture says, God is sitting inside you, nearer than your hands and feet. The distance between you and God is as thin as a butterfly's wing. We can never be separated from God, neither at birth, nor at death, nor do our mistakes separate us from God. God is always forgiving. God says, I do not want you to be slaves. I have made you free. But negative things are attracted to our mind and stick there, forming a curtain between us and God. If we simply think of surrendering our negative points, they will become slightly detached. As soon as one side is detached, the whole curtain falls away, revealing the light of Gyan, divine knowledge. Gyan is always inside us, hidden by the curtain of ignorant ego-centered thoughts. This curtain is not like stone. quite thin, has no weight, and can be broken very easily, just by a mere thought of surrendering. When we guard our heart and keep Maya out and the divine in, then there will be no need to sit in meditation with our eyes closed in order to be aware of God. We will be joined with God at all times, whether we are walking, eating, or talking to someone. We will truly feel Tohi, Mohi, Mohi Tohi. You are me and I am you. We will remain in the world doing our worldly duties, and we will always be happy. How do we guard our heart? By meditating and through reciting Nam, our mantra, in every breath we take. By breathing Waheguru, Allah, Ram, Buddha, Jesus, Yahweh, Krishna, and any other mantra that has been given to us. The effect of Nam works on us. Our body is just a house where we live. Our life is governed by our karmas. The effect on our life of our sanskars, our habitual thoughts and actions from this life and from previous births. Our karmas are like great waves that are not under our control. Nam breaks those waves. As you keep reciting Nam, whenever you begin to feel anger or greed or ego, the feeling does not last long. It moves aside. Why? Nam is washing away the dirt of your past tendencies. The light of divine wisdom is burning up your past actions. Gradually, you cease to feel anger or greed, and you feel that you are nothing great. You become very humble. Everyone's mind is out of control, so accidents happen. We hurt each other's feelings, take away others' rights, and attack others. All the horses are wild and untamed. No rider is able to hold on to the reins. How can you rein in your wild horse? Control your desires. You need not even use your own strength. Rather, start loving God and start meditating. It is best if the reins are in God's hands. Know that whatever God does is right. In addition, always try to live close to nature, for you will be very near to God. Worry, fear, and pressure will be far from you. Your mind will be open, free, and clear, with no enmity. Your mind will be fearless, kind, and full of love. The muscles of your mind, as well as of your body, will be strong. A person with a strong mind is not susceptible to evil. It cannot enter their thoughts. Their mind goes straight ahead, and one day their inner truth mixes with the great truth. Maya has a purpose and was created by the divine. As an entity, whilst it was created by the divine, it doesn't want us to be divine. It's not a friend we need. The lesson is for us not to have any problems with Maya. We accept it is going to do its thing. We are just not bothered about it. The cracks they find, the pain they create, the confusion they spread, the fear they imagine, the anger they enjoy, the sadness they cause, the destruction they leave behind. Maya will keep us grounded and will keep strengthening us until we've found true enlightenment. If someone attacks you, forgive. Our dear brother Rishabal Singh Ji shared the book Loving God with the practical teachings of Baba Veer Singh Ji with me. And many of the texts in this book have inspired me and have been woven through this discourse. In humbleness, may I have done right to his words. And again, I want to thank you all and may God bless you all.